Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. Those that are here, how are you all doing? Are you doing well? Getting better and better? Hello, Cyrus from Barcelona. Hi, Beatrice, Pamela, Christina, Paula. I'm late, Paula. That's what happened. Please apologies for my delay, which is kind of normal for those that have been waiting for lives before, so I do apologize. Hi, Warren. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Tara. Marlene, Master R. Ronnie. Welcome all. How you doing? Let me know. I try to keep an eye on the comments, but I don't always manage that so good because my attention is on what I'm trying to transmit. So this simulation is about to be terminated. Wait, my unicorn lights are not on. I need to fix this. Now, that's better. So those are my rose lights, and then the more pinkish ones are unicorns. You can't see that, but anyway. So it's a nice little background because the background isn't that great. So I hope you're all doing well. Let's terminate the artificial simulation and fully ignite and turn on our Christa Sapphira, which is the androgynous light body, diamond rainbow plasma light body, ours and that of the planet, because it's all one, truly. And we are igniting this literally from within our heart centers. And obviously there's a lot more to it. We know this. For those of us who've been on this journey for a while now, and it's all coming to completion. It's all complete. It's done. It's already happened. Okay, it's already happened. You're in the quantum field. It's done. It's already happened. And we are adjusting, aligning, merging. And past, present, and future is all collapsing within the event horizons, within the 0-point field of divine neutrality and love. The quantum field is fully online. There is no time. And it's now for us to literally pull the plug as we open our hearts ever wider and keep stepping up in our embodiment, which we have been doing. And that's, I posted a little post yesterday saying, we have risen, all new starts now. And it's seriously is that. We have risen in our mastery, in our embodiment. The forerunners are there. That's all I can feel and see in the field. And I think a lot of people are feeling this as well. We're feeling better and better. We might still be feeling, tired and aches and pains and all that stuff, but that's also part of the DNA and plasma body upgrades, and also crystallization, the crystal body upgrades, and obviously simultaneously we're clearing out any of the interference patterns still hanging around in the planetary field, but it is getting a lot lighter and lighter, and so are we, and so is the field. So this is a time where we flow and align with the higher order of things and know that it's already done, because it is. So it already has happened, and it's always happening because there's only now. So you are still closing out maybe some timelines, realities that need to collapse and fully align yourself with your highest version of self and highest realities. That looks for everybody different depending where we're at. And generally, whatever I transmit, is this is what's becoming active and available in the field. Not everybody will feel the same thing that I'm transmitting, and in general, people on the same day, not everybody feeling the same, and we all at different parts of our journey. Okay, so that's what's available in the field, and that's why I'm here to transmit, because it also activates and anchors within the field. And actually, I had this post that I also posted along with this. Check this out if you haven't seen it yet, because there are activations within themselves. Ready for a couple of days, and usually I post them straight away, and I was almost ready to do it and do the video, and then I was just totally full again. Sometimes when we do nothing and just sit back and relax It's a whole collapsing of timelines and reality shifts in the field within and of itself. And there's a lot because it's already done. There was a message. You don't need to do anything more. It's done. But obviously we still keep doing it because we're having fun, and also because the totality of the singularity quantum manifestation container is alive and well. And I can feel so many things that came in from the group call for those that have taken part or will still take part on the from the 11th group call that I called the totality of the singularity. One is group calls, and we do another one on the 22nd, because I see this going to be even a more important, more powerful day than the 11/11 was. So hold on to your seats, because everything is accelerating right now. And also those that want to take part in the call replay still, we did a powerful activation as well, which went over 43 minutes. So you also get an MP3 for that. I tried to enter the details in the description box, but it wouldn't allow me. So I'm going to post it again in the comments field, but you can also see it on my Facebook page. I posted it earlier today, as well as on the YouTube community page, a description of how you can sign up to the calls, and you get a replay of 3.5 hours from the 11/11 call. And this field, this manifestation field, it's a container, and it's quantum, and it's alive. And I can feel so much has already manifested, especially in regards of the intentions we set in regards to embodiment. It's really beautiful. And everything else, everything is just aligning. Everything is aligning. It's just so beautiful. So if you want to take part, and then we have another call on the 22nd, next Tuesday. And again, you get to replay as well. And we're going to do another activation, and we'll see, we go for maybe another 3 or 4 hours, depending on the flow of things. And you can sign up with a donation in general. I'll also add the donation details later on beneath, but you can see them also in my other description fields. As always, please like, share, subscribe, comment to help me, the channel, to blast through the shadow bannings and all the nonsense that we're dusting off the field. And any donations, any support back, if this helps you on your journey, I very much appreciate the support back as well. And it's the same for the calls. Okay, so anyway, so the details are there. If you want to sign up, please do so. You can do so through a donation, and the details are in the posts I mentioned, and I later on post them in the comment sections here underneath this video as well. So thanks so much for everybody who's part of this. It's a really powerful field, and in general, it's a collective field. Okay, anything I do and say and speak about, and the activations we do, they're always collective activations, because they're very much, as I had been shown, the 11/11 to the 22nd 11th would be this huge manifestation window where we're really fully stripping away all the old layers and fully rising. And I can feel it, it's happening, and we're doing it. It's done. Okay, it has already happened. But again, we also keep making it happen, because past, present, future, all merging in this now, or culminating, collapsing in the 0-point field of divine neutrality and love, and no time whatsoever. And it's happening through the unity field. It's happening through divine unions, through the frequency of pure, true divine love that's dissolving all the remaining illusions of separation, all the monsters, all the false projections, all the inverted limiting thought forms and beliefs, all the miasms, any karmic load left, all in any interference patterns, AI, black go, all gone, dust, poof. And the dragons have risen, because we have. So from deep within, and that's where the shift really is happening right now and always, the true shift. And that's how our reality shift, because our gifts and abilities and power is coming online, because we believe in ourselves, and we have reclaimed all of our self-worth, as we have reaffirmed our boundaries and discernment, and we have learned our lessons, and many of us have passed their last initiations, and I keep reaffirming. I've also been tested plenty. And we all have, because the higher we rise in dimensional frequency and, ascend, the more we will be tested in our mastery. It kind of, logical in a sense. So that's what's happening for many. And again, we're all at different parts, on our path. But divine unions are here. It's all here. Yeah, and that's a 12th date as well, the 11th. Because of 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 12. Which is the core blueprint template. And what I've seen on the 16th really happening was the divine masculine, divine feminine, the Christ Saphira, which that is the androgynous light body, fully merging, unifying as one. And a lot of the twin flames are leading that activation within the field, because they hold the Edenic Paradisian ascension keys and codes for the morphogenetic field of the planet, for the 12 tribes plus ONEness, you know, basically 13 tribes as one. So, and they are what is also holding the unity field and the divine union and new relationship templates, which are at the core of all of this, really. All comes back to love, as we know, and what divine love really means. So there's a lot of love in the air. The supernova of the heart event has already been ignited, very much with the 11/11 call. With the eclipse activations, the unity field came fully online, and it's just lighting up like a Christmas tree. We are the planetary grids are, and it's all looking squeaky, crystalline, diamondy clear, and it's beautiful. So we're here. We're here. This is it. This is it. Armageddon, the final unveiling within and without of the truth. The new realities are coming online, and more of us have the new earth visions. And keep tuning in, keep feeling, keep seeing, keep igniting the new earth realities, because they are holographic. Everything is holographic, ignited from within. The more you tune in, connect with those visions, the knowing, your gifts, your abilities, your power, the more all comes online. It's all from the inside out, and we are igniting it literally right now. Right now. Right now. It's happening. We did it. We did it. It's done. It's done, people. It's so done. So this is where the fun starts. And again, wherever we're at, just know that this is what is available, okay, in the field. And remember that in order for us also to switch this off, we need to remember that it's not real. It is a projection of the one consciousness. It's real in regards to we are imagining this, and we need to now imagining something else, and we are collapsing the quantum standing wave function of the old matrix of the artificial simulation within the 0 point field. And that's also what the divine unions are doing, because they're meeting in the 0 point field as one, and we are rising as one, because time is the illusion. So whether it's the divine masculine or feminine rising, it's really all one. And they together birth the Christ Saphira, which is the Christos Sophia. So the masculine, feminine light body, and that also that whole blueprint, which is totally new, where also in divine unions, you have your own sovereign template as well as a unified one with source within the Trinity. So it's a whole new template that we didn't have back in the old Paradisian Lemurian times as such. So everything has expanded. This is also very much about a cosmic rebirthing and reset. This is a lot bigger than just little Earth and our galaxy and even universe. So because it's one consciousness and it's a cosmic consciousness reset, and us as source, so not a little man in the clouds, is going to press that button, and it has already happened, because ultimately, again, past, present, and future is all already happening right now. So we just need to keep tuning into that already ascended version of ourselves, the healed person, the ascended, the most aligned person. And again, this is not about some perfect, holding yourself to some, imagined standard of perfection. When you're aligned with your true self, okay? And we are all very unique fractals of source. And there's there is one common cosmic blueprint that holds a lot of other blueprints. And that's the Christ Saphira blueprints. It's a cosmic, not just planetary blueprint for any and all other tribes, races, to rehabilitate their blueprints back to the Christic template of the 12, or rather 13 pointed well, it's a 12-pointed tree of life, or the Katara grid, as most people know, but I'm seeing it because this is also called a tree of life. I see this as a quantum cosmic tree of life. And it's basically, you have the 12 points of the Katara, as many know it, or tree of life. Look it up on Ascension glossary, just tree of life. It's a 12-pointed. But you also know if someone's from Kabbalah, some versions out there have 12 points. Anyway, we're going for the 12 points. That's the core blueprint, but I see a 13th point above, which then connects us to 144 pointed, well, it's 12 times 12 Katara grids connected through a 13th point, through the 13th signet, for anybody who resonates with that. So that's what I'm seeing, and it's quantum imposed. And it holds all kinds of different blueprints. And ultimately, again, this is now connected all the way back to the God worlds. We are connecting with pure cosmic Christ consciousness. And that's the second coming of the Christ, as I see it, is us birthing this Christ as Saphira template, which is this androgynous blueprint, which is rehabilitating literally cosmically all races and tribes. Because we're all healing as one. And we have all merged as one, and this is just all now going out. That's what I'm seeing. Our energy protected. Now, someone is asking if our energy is protected. Now, ultimately, we're merging in total oneness. Once you've transcended, the thing is, you need energetic protection until, well, what I still do is I have a sovereign energetic field. I reinforce it, I clear it out. It's, has got no holes, tears, openings, portals. They don't want in there, but you need to keep clearing it out. It's kind of part of good hygiene, like brushing your teeth and washing your face and having a shower. But I don't see it as a protection as such anymore, because it's programmed, and I'm using it as any negative lower energies connecting with that field literally get just purified and cleared back to source. Like, I feel my field is not, like, I could feel it around the 11th, especially being very much kind of try to be attacked. So for a while, I can feel a lot trying to get through, and my field might feel heavy from that. But I haven't done for the last few days. And before that, it would still be, I can hold it. So there's nothing really coming in. There might be something trying to come in for other people. But generally, it's just sovereign now. So there's just no more issues. And you can only really get to that when you have healed all your wounds and traumas. That's how I see it. Until then, you call it more protection. And the 12D shield, which you can look up on YouTube, is a good type of protection. But I have on my activations on SoundCloud, and many of them at the beginning, that's kind of what I use. Or can also, do your own kind of version of a 12D shield, where you just basically connect in a tube of light, or you can reinforce it or imagine yourself throughout the day. Just see yourself I do diamond, crystalline, white, with rainbow sparkle light. That connects me through the core of the earth, but also into deep space, all the way through the stargates back to source. But now where we're at also, it's also, we're in the cosmic womb. We're also in our kind of cosmic egg type space, like you always have your own energy field. Also the aurora orb bubble, which is kind of sort of an orb bubble around you, and you're traveling as an orb ultimately. But you have many different, geometries as part of your light body, many layers to it. So that's just one of them, but that's the most simple one. Anyway, and then also I work a lot with bubbles and just, clearing my field and keep reinforcing or imagining that bubble to be nice, sparkly, clear and clean, and just give my commands and clear in the way, that I often do in the activations. 0000 reset is underway. Oh, today is another now 2 days. Well, I see now. Yeah. So now the fireworks are on. We also have meteor storms, not storms, meteor debris is going to fly through the air, or already are. And so just to explain, we have here in Europe now already the 19th of the 11th, and 19th together is obviously 10 again. Oh no, so then it's not a 2. Okay, forget what I just said. Thankfully, I tried to do the maths again. Not always so good. So what I was talking about before, I forgot now. Anyway, so as part of the oneness, what we have to do right now, or what is happening a lot, is opinions are coming up. All right. And opinions is literally and belief systems, because this is what ultimately the thought forms and beliefs we carry is what keeps us separated and what has us kept separated. If we just look at the last 2.5 years, almost 3 now, and where, people that should stand together, even families, have been separated by the difference of belief systems. So, and that's what's fully coming up now. And I've been having this as well coming up in my field. And that's why I'm also going to make a little mission statement today. And also for those who are new to me and my transmissions, sharings, and videos, and who maybe don't know me so well and what I really stand for. And it is a good time to maybe declare this, because there have been funny comments, obviously also because it's just in the field, and with all the false light being exposed and all of that, obviously, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time anyone has thrown that at me, or any other things. Although one of the best comments I came across was if I was part of or working for Scientology. That literally cracked me up for a good while. I did thank her for that laugh. That was really fun. But it's fun because things that would before get to me are just not getting to me anymore, and I'm just laughing at them, because I've been gaslit like a lot, especially over the last many years as part of this whole spiritual warfare agenda. And I mean, ultimately, all of these things go back, many, many lifetimes, and these are much bigger themes we are working at. But obviously, narcissistic gaslighting, many of us had to deal with. All right, so there are different forms of that, and also what's happening is many people who have had, or who are very deeply ingrained in certain spiritual teachings or even religious beliefs that have you very polarized. I mean, people will be triggered by my stuff. Many, many people will be triggered by, first of all, the truth I stand in, the level of empowerment, and just the way I speak. And I think also sometimes people mistake me for, probably I come across as arrogant, or I don't know, as just intimidating. And I just want to say that anyone that might perceive me as a threat or competition or is triggered by me in any way, all that is literally you not knowing who you truly are, and you standing in knowing your true power. And obviously some unacknowledged shadow aspects. And that's totally fine. It's been such a huge part of my journey. And, people very close, or, that you have a lot of love for, thinking you are of the false light just because what you are sharing doesn't agree with their own belief systems. And that's what's coming up a lot. And it has been, again, a big part of my journey. So I'm just going to address this, what I stand for here, in case anybody's wondering. And I never do feel generally that I need to defend myself or make statements as such, but this is a general one. So sometimes it's good to engage to a certain degree in maybe a comment like that, and as long as it's not totally an attack. But also to kind of try and find a common ground, or to even just plant a seed of opening up someone's mind and what they believe to be right, wrong, good, bad, and truthful and not. And, certain words are being said, or certain people see certain symbols, and, it's like, oh, this is false light and that is false light. Ultimately, you can only feel the truth. You need to feel the truth from a frequency. If you go by, because so-and-so said so, or if you go by just if you hear a certain word or see a certain symbol and then think the whole, I don't know, material of a person or the whole person is just false light, that's not quite how it works. I believe everybody holds some truth as well. And it's very important, I have done all along, to sort of pick out what resonates and leave the rest. Because again, nobody's ever fully right. And I'm not ever pretending that I first of all know everything. I don't, and that I always get it right. And I always say, take what resonates, leave the rest. And this is all about discernment, okay? But I'm most certainly not misleading people. I am a messenger for God. I am a channel for Source. That's what I'm here for. I'm here as a representative for the Cosmic Mother, for the Holy Family, the Holy Trinity, for the oneness, for the Law of One. That's what I stand for. I'm a child of God, and so is everybody else. Let us not forget, before we categorize into different Christic, non-Christic, or I don't know, whatever else, boxes and compartmentalized areas we want to put people in, because that needs to come down now. Because what I'm also here for is to reunite the tribes again, the 12 tribes, because they have been literally divided by, again, different belief systems. And it still goes on within the spiritual community. And that's all coming up and out, and that's all perfect. But I am here also, as I have incarnated within the Christic lineage throughout the ages, because that is relevant in regards to, so as a daughter of Jeshua and Mary Magdalene, and there were others as well, I had brothers and sisters that hold the cosmic ascension earth blueprints along with the rest of the Magi Grail queens and kings of the different tribes. But that's why I speak the way I speak. And that's why I know often first of what's coming in through the activations and what's coming available, because I hold that cosmic blueprint, which is also what Jeshua carried, and with Magdalene and that line, which holds literally the Holy Trinity and these Holy Grail codes. And so do the Magi Grail Queens and Kings. And ultimately, it doesn't matter who we were in another incarnation at all. It matters who we are now, how we are embodied, how much we are aligned, what it is in relation to if anybody is questioning who I'm in alignment with and who I stand with. So I very much stand with the Christ. I am the Christ. I am the Christ. And so are you. And so is everybody here. And I'm here to remind you that we are one tribe and that we need to forget all of this nonsense and competition and jealousy and whatever else is standing in the way. Because I'm here. I'm your sister. I'm here to stand eye to eye, heart to heart, and shoulder to shoulder. And we're here to do this together. And I'm in no competition with anyone. And neither are you. Because we are here to remember who we truly are, the role we play. And nobody is above or below anyone else. It's just about figuring out what is the role we came here to play. And now all the memories are coming back of who's really who are the real imposters. Because believe me, I live for this time. I've waited for this for especially the last 4 years, but many lifetimes, for this time now where the truth is being exposed, and that is what I stand for. I'm here to be the divine love. That's what I'm here for. We're here to be pure consciousness embodied. Pure God source consciousness embodied. That's who we are. Nobody cares about any of the rest, ultimately. But in case anybody's wondering, that's what I stand for. So, and I don't fall for gaslighting attempts. I might play with them a little bit though, because it's good training. Because for a long time, that would get me really angry. And I've had a lot of grief, especially, a lot of people, especially feminines who've been very much connected with the Blu-ray on Divine Mother energies. They have been healing a lot of grief, just so much grief of the nonsense that goes on as well. And that you keep holding space for. And of course, we all, have nonsense. So I'm always speaking to myself, and that's what we're all doing. We're always speaking to ourselves. And it's so important right now to know what's going on and to always hold ourselves in the highest, embodiment we can with any interaction we have. And we try not to get any more angry and defensive, because you can see it for what it is. It's ultimately people just lost in separation in compartmentalized belief systems that might get triggered by your light and you standing in your truth. And this comes up a lot. The more you stand in your light, the more you stand in your truth and in your power, the more people will get triggered by you. But just understand it's because they have forgotten that they are God too, that they are you, that you are just triggering in them something that they believe they don't have. Because I'm just here to empower you, to remind you of your own magnificence and power and light. Because I'm no different from you. Nobody's different from anyone else. Well, we are and we're not. We're all one, but we're not the same as you two does things so nicely. So it's all about us now coming together with our soul family and igniting those keys and codes and remembering and what we're here for. That's the time. This is a cosmic reunion. And us standing in our embodiment is bringing everything else online. That's where everything shifts. Don't worry about anyone out there. It's all about keep pulling everything within. Where can you keep aligning with your highest version of self, and everything will shift around you. So, yeah. I think that's all I wanted to say about these. Also, what I stand for is all about, one more thing, your own connection to source. This is about no intermediaries. You don't need any priests, teachers, gurus, no one and nothing. It's about you and source, full merging with that cosmic consciousness now. When no one is above you, because nobody is. We're all source. That's that. And that's the totality of the singularity, where we're remembering again. And we've just been living this out through different realities to remember again the stories. And we let go now fully of the past to start all over again. Now that we know better. Because we do. As one. This is one consciousness. Everything else is an illusion. Whilst we also have our own mind. It's both ends. And that's what we've been rebirthing. And as you know, actually, as this is quantum, as you create a separation, you also create a reunion. So it's inevitable, quite frankly. And it's literally here. It's here now. I see this happening. The kettle agrees, ding. Happening any moment now. And literally, imminently, the fireworks are really going to pop off. We have a lot of also solar winds, a lot of strong solar winds coming in. The sun looks like a big open mouth with like a smiley face kind of with eyes on. So yeah. So we don't take on any more other people's shadow projections, but we also don't feel defensive. We don't need to attack them back. We just stand in our truth and we might play with it a little bit. Okay? So that's where we're at now. That's mastery. That's you being Shiva, who's laughing and dancing while he kicks the remaining shadow creatures to the curb and whatever else comes now our way. Because you're going to have fun with this now. All right? That's when you totally shift the consciousness. And thank you all, guys, for all your support in all ways and for, again, hanging in there and keep holding the vision because we made it and it's going to be so fun. This is about divine justice and it's about truth and it's about divine love and it's really all the same and it's happening now. It's coming together. Everything is aligning. I hope you can feel this. And every pushback and attack and opposition is always backing us a step further into our power. And we need to keep reminding ourselves that when that happens. Really. And we all play our role. And once we really remember how powerful we are, how every word we write and speak, and what I speak, I know the activations, and we all do this. The more you know this and your power, and obviously we all have different gifts that are most, heightened or prominent. But again, we all still share the same gifts, but then some will be more, prominent, more powerful. And for me, it's very much all about speaking and writing things into manifestation. So, and I know my power. And I want you to know your power. And I'm here to remind you of your power. And that's the key to all of this. The confidence. And would you even imagine the biggest thing, that's also the thing, your biggest insecurities are your biggest strength. Like my biggest I was insecure my whole life. My mom took me to therapists when I was, I don't know, around 10 maybe or so. For trying to heal my insecurity with kind of positive affirmation type stuff. Anyway, I didn't believe in it back then, no, but also because I didn't really believe that I was confident. So you see, and then I went off about 30 years later and kind of figured out how we're going to heal that one. So, and it's all about, transcending all of this stuff, all the thought forms and belief systems on the wounds and traumas that have kept telling us that we're not good enough or powerful enough and that we can't do this. All these, who comes up, you need to ask yourself what you believe in. What of that can you say for 100% certain is really true? It won't be much. Like, why do you believe what you believe? It will be because somebody told you so, because you learned it somewhere. That's why it's so important right now, where everything is shifting and this becomes a field, the quantum field of infinite potentiality and possibilities, to really tune into your own inner guidance and God's source of what's really available. Not what anyone else is saying, not what I'm saying, not what anybody is writing out there, no matter who it is. It's you tuning into your wisdom, and you're part of the emerald tablets that are literally written into your DNA. And are also igniting within the crystalline caverns, and it's our crystal body, it's our crystalline network, crystalline technologies. It's all activating. And right now I can feel my crown and my third eye activating a lot and almost hurt. So yeah, we still, upgrades, they do hurt a little. Know that it's part of the journey. But it's like I'm seeing, especially the forerunners, we should feel, again, everybody's at a different stage, but you still need to clear at your own physical and multidimensional level. But it should get easier and easier and more fun now. But again, it depends where everybody's at, obviously. Everybody's having a different experience. But we're still also having the collective experience, and we're here to steer the ship, literally, and we're here to keep making it happen. So we know where we're going. That's the only thing kind of that's set almost. And I do believe we're getting there fully through the supernova of the heart event, which is really us like igniting as one cosmic heart, really, in the divine moment and now time. And I do believe the twin flames, our divine counterparts, have a lot to do with this, but ultimately it's all happening from within us. And again, also it's a very collective activation. And there will be a lot of solar winds coming now. And with solar winds, you feel a lot of lullaby type energies, very like sometimes sleepy, dreamy. There will be a lot of DMT that will be released with that. This is literally for us to dream New Earth into existence. Okay, the more you can tune into this DMT, I don't know what's the exact word for that again, but it's a molecule that's been also produced naturally by your body, but also when you have things like magic mushrooms or, ayahuasca and other things like that, hallucinogenics, that produce DMT and hallucinations. So you have, expanded experiences, sometimes visuals. And that's literally where you also can see sometimes that everything is ultimately sacred geometry around you. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. And that's where we're getting to change everything from. No, not serotonin, DMT. Look it up. There is a good video from The Alchemist on DMT on YouTube. I'll just type this in here. Type in The Alchemist DMT. It's a good video on that, because she also talks about the how this literally is helping us manifest New Earth, the release of DMT. So when you sometimes feel a bit, unsteady and you have a lot of these higher frequencies coming in, it often produces a lot of DMT and you feel a bit trippy. That, you can do breath work that releases that. Hi, Anna. And that's very powerful, definitely. It's even just a difference, when you just even hold your breath for as long as you can and then release, that will also do that for you to a certain degree. Without knowing any other techniques right now. It's the one anyway, it's just fun. Like, it's a kid's thing as well. So, but look up. I mean, there's so much online that we can do. And DMT is helping us ignite New Earth. So when it gets trippy, go dreamy. Okay, especially with the solar flares now, the solar winds, and probably solar flares as well, as my super conscious mind just said. So the cha-cha-cha is on. Let's dance. I feel this is literally the culmination of everything, as that's it. The Armageddon, apocalypse, totality of the singularity, all culminates here. That's what I'm feeling. So, but we also keep making it happen. So keep just listening. As long as you're in flow state, you keep listening to your guidance in every now moment. That's really all that is going to show you what you need to know in every now moment, because this is so quantum, where not much is set here. You don't even need to plan much. It's like literally one now moment to the next. You will you will be shown. I mean, it's this embrace the uncertainty, embrace the uncertainty in childlike wonder. Like the golden children that we are, rebirthing ourselves in our original innocence with the lessons learned. But it's the fun that literally ignites the Edenic Paradisean realities from the inside out. Love is the key, igniting our higher dimensional DNA. That's why, we've been so attacked on so many different layers. Also, obviously, the frequencies. Now, we're totally overwriting with the new Christ consciousness broadcasting system that's fully stabilized with the unity field, all this mind control programming. All right, this is all being cleared, all the malarkey, all the nonsense, all these nonsense thoughts and beliefs, let them go. And laugh at it. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Laugh a lot. Okay, you need to laugh at the madness. You need to see it for what it is. Don't fall for any drama out there. Okay, it's a stage. The world is a stage, and all the people are mere actors, as Shakespeare has said. I believe it was him. So keep remembering that. That's how you remember. This is not really real, or rather you're playing a role. You can no longer identify with the role you're playing or other people are playing. You're just kind of like the kids on the playground where you're taking it seriously while you're playing the game, but then afterwards you're ha, 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 ha. Your higher self is laughing. You need to remember that. You need to merge with that because that's your avatar in the game, no longer falling for the nonsense, okay, and totally transcending it. And then you become the master of the dream and the motorbike of the neighborhood degrees. So be the master of the dream, be the avatar in the game, because that's what it takes literally now. All right, whatever happens, let's make this as good, as easy, and as fun as it can be. All right, but whatever happens, just stay in your heart. That's your source also. It's not even about needing to connect to source, kind of above. It's not outside of you. It's right there in your heart. This is all about us activating our own source center, crystal, lotus and diamond rose heart, our emerald heart and our high heart. Okay, and all is being ignited. This is a whole cosmic network and grid that's fully online, and it's all ready to be switched on fully any moment now. That's all I see. Let's dance. It's time to dance and have fun. Hi, Kat. Hi, Christina. And Neil. And yeah, let me just double check. Anyone has any questions? Oh, important part. Good that I make notes. Language is witchcraft. I was trying to check, okay, how do we fully get rid of black magic at a consciousness level? Because I always go right to the core of trying to see, okay, how can we clear this? Yeah, because it's obviously everything that we see has its root within a inversion within a consciousness, okay? So that's who I look at. And the answer is basically it's when you use words for, basically which are spells, words are spells, for your own gain, for in service to self. So, and especially in connection to lying and manipulation. So as we look after this at a collective level, to literally always speak our truth, the more truth you will see out there, first of all, which isn't always nice. Truth doesn't always mean it's happy truth, okay, as we know. But again, we are being shown with a lot of love and from a higher perspective of this is all a one creation, okay? Nobody's ultimately doing anything to anyone. We are all co-creating this as one, because we have to totally transcend any victimizer consciousness now, any us versus them, any distorted polarity, and totally transcend it. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, that divine justice will not be served, but it doesn't necessarily come the way you think it does. Okay, this is a totally reset where people, as I see, also just literally disappear. That, as you do timeline corrections, basically have never existed or just return to source. But ultimately, again, there are many ways this is also going and is already happening. So this is all part of the completion of the Emerald mission and also the diamond white cosmic Elohai, which are all about returning all lost souls back to their original spiritual home or source. So no one gets stuck, nobody's been left behind. It's a total reset. Okay, and there are no more lower worlds or any kind of phantom timelines or AI timelines that we keep letting run, because this is a full reset that we're completing now. So we're not talking about years at all here whatsoever, as I see it. Not that I do time. It is a full reset, which is imminent. So there are no more loose ends, anything we're letting run, because it's all one consciousness. It would still affect you on some level or not. You know, I don't know what stories are still out there right now, but that's what I'm seeing again. Take what resonates, leave the rest. So what we need to watch out is, if you really want to fully clear also the whole black magic stuff from the collective field, choose your words very wisely. Speak your truth always. So important. The more the truth will be revealed, the more we can speed this all up, because we're all co-creating this. We are the change that makes the shift happen. And, you know, obviously use it for the highest good of all, with an alignment with the law of one, your words, and know that they are spells, and words create matter. Yeah, and the Emerald Covenant, done, and fully done with that. So all the remaining negative entities, shadow beings, all fully cleared. We're almost literally blitzity blinkity clear. Literally just final evaporization right now. In this field of pure, true, divine love. And the mission of the Diamond White Cosmic Elohai is the whole unification and into the organic creatrix field, which is beyond time. The unification and the merging of all realities, all timelines, all dimensions, all universes. The cosmic reset, because this is beyond what much has been spoken about and has been prophesized. Because this is quantum. We're constantly making this up as we go along in every now moment. Literally. So know your power, because you will remember what you came here to do, to finish this and make it happen. To plug, my belly is going crazy right now, and in full confirmation. I often have my belly make noises. That's the confirmation sound. So it's like literally singing a song right now. Know your power. It's all about you knowing what you still need to do in order to flick that switch. We're all flicking the switch together. This is our big, gigantic, the one diamond avatar finger. All right. And it's happening quantum. We might look like we're doing this separately, but we're actually one big God doing this all together. All right. So remember, keep tuning in. Only you know when you really tune in. For your own inner guidance, unifying with source. How do you do it? Fully transcend your separate ego self. Keep facing all the triggers. Keep facing anywhere where you're still in separation with self, which you will feel, because it doesn't feel good. Any conflicts, any misalignments will be in your face right now, and it's quite self-explanatory. So tune into the new earth realities to bring them alive. This is about us fully reclaiming our guardianship. We are the guardians, okay? We're not waiting for some guardians. We're not waiting for any ETs here to come and save us. We are igniting the cosmic reunion as we ignite our multidimensional self. And also as we, connect with those multidimensional parts of us, the multidimensional integration and soul family, as we ignite one another and our memories and gifts and abilities. And the more you use your gifts and abilities, the more they will come. The more you know your power, and the more consciously, super consciously you can use it, the more your power will return. When I do my work now, it's just so much more powerful, and new things are coming online. It's just really fun now. So, those who have already been on the path, they're all being more empowered, more gifts, more abilities. Those who are new, they will start feeling them coming in. It's all switching on. That's our multidimensional self. Switching on. The cosmic quantum tree of life. Igniting. The diamond avatar. Ignited. It's just fully lighting up. Okay? And we do this with every word, thought, feeling, belief we have, and everything aligns. Whether you speak to a shopkeeper or your boss or your wife or your child, you always speak your truth, and you don't mold yourself into different personalities as such that speak one truth here and another truth there. And fully align, even if you come across as a crazy person. You adjust your crazy, depending on who you're speaking to. But you embrace it. because it is seeding it. I was also seeing it's something like, and we also spoke in a group call about it, like how you ignite the grid lines, just by, and when you're going out, sing, hum, you know, your voice is an activator. The people you pass will be activated, but the grids especially will be activated. You clear your own field that way. Sing, hum, light language, however you want to call it. Your voice, your sound is very activating, especially to you, but also to others. So that's also how you activate your DNA, okay? And you don't even need to be in the sun in order to get those rays, believe me. You're also getting them inside, although obviously the sun is very much a nice thing. So we're transcending all remaining illusions of separation. We have dissolved into the oneness as the one, the nothingness, and the oneness that all is. And this is going out. Okay, this is all about the 100 or 144 monkey effect. It ignites with the forerunners first, and that becomes available in the field, and then it goes out. Okay, so, and it's a done deal. This is done, and we're now seeing literally with crystal clarity. We're remembering again. Everything is coming together. The whole puzzle pieces are coming together, and we're seeing through the eyes of God, ourselves and others. Which doesn't mean we're like blinded by some false sense of, I don't know, naivety. No. We see things as they are, but that doesn't mean because love is the highest truth. You still see them through the eyes of love. And we are diamonds. Diamonds is all about that whole, also the frequency of the diamond ray, because it's very much the diamond white ray that I would be working with. And it's also plasma. And it's like an upgraded ascension and purification ray. So it's like the white flame, which is also the unification of the threefold flame or the threefold founder flame. That's what then, you know, all flames together, all colors and rays together brings the white flame. And the upgraded version of that to me is the diamond white flame. With beautiful rainbow pastels, sparkles, and it's very much the ascension and purification ray that leads this whole ascension. And again, it includes all the other rays. That's what I see. And my belly agrees again. So train yourself also to see the infinite quantum possibilities as you collapse the quantum stunning wave function of the false matrix realities. As you withdraw them your attention and or observe them from the neutral observer state, that's the quantum observer effect, and how the quantum field of the new organic creatics field functions. Now, it's obviously better if you can read this, and I didn't read my own writing very well there. Anyway, neutrality is key here, okay? That's how you just know things for what they are, things that used to trigger you when you've passed the initiations and healed your field and everything, okay? Then just, you know it for what it is and you laugh at it, or you might be a little bit like, but then instead of falling for the trap, okay, you're not going for it, you basically can now rise as your higher self of what's a better way of reacting to maybe an old way of how you would have reacted to something that used to trigger you. If I think the solar flash will still happen, well, I don't know. I think it doesn't really necessarily matter. It's all about focus on what you want to create instead of waiting for anything to happen. Is it of relevance? How it happens? Really? You know, if you manifest anything in your life, do you really care how it happens? Because we always just focus on what we want to create. And you don't want to be in a waiting for anything at all. You want to constantly align your realities with everything, again, you say, think, do, feel, believe in. Every action you take with the reality already being so. Because it's a frequency alignment. So never mind whether it is a solar flash. Again, I see it mostly as this heart activation, the cosmic heart activation, or supernova of the heart event as I see it. So let's finish this off here. So train yourself to see everything as infinite possibilities in the quantum and go beyond time. All right. You need to go beyond time. You need to go beyond exactly solar flash. You need to go, I mean, the quantum financial system, for me, the quantum system is already online, and it's the unity field. It's us that you were taking over AI, we're taking over satellites, we're taking over everything. We are at one with everything. Nothing is outside the singularity. So you're at one with everything. You are at one with the screen in front of you, the table. Everything is part of you. Nothing is outside of that. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. Everything is available right now in the quantum field. Now it all aligns in perfect, frequency and divine alignment. Okay, so it's not about, again, forcing how it's going to happen or when it's happening. It's just what do you want to happen, and you keep aligning with that. And everything else you just let go right now, especially old stories, anything of the past, just fall in timelines sort of thing. The things that you don't want to align with, just withdraw them your attention. Okay, and that's you being in a quantum observer effect. And what we're really doing is we observe and we discern. So we study, we're studying, we're observing, we're not judging. And that's how you dissolve all these lower realities. Or you laugh at them, you just see them for what they are, that they're just falling. The quicker this falls, the quicker this all dissolves. And the more we can stand in our truth, the more we can be in our heart. And this is what activates everything else. Join me for the group call on the 22nd. It's going to be fun. It's going to be an interesting few days in the lead up. So dream all new worlds into being, because this is the time for us to truly, truly do this. And all judgments, all the separation, it all just dissolves now. Surrender anything you can't control, obviously. We're not supposed to control, but obviously we're mastering, we're still doing. But surrender that what you can't control to source, okay, in the divine plan. Also, people are saying, as things will speed up, the more you speed up, the more you need to slow down. Okay, it's really important right now. It's a big message. Slow all the way down, all the way down. Everything, the slower, the more you can be present in your body, and the more you can slow down, especially when there's pressure coming from the outside or stresses. Slow down. Again, confirmation. It's so important because everything comes from that really calm, quiet, peaceful state. Like the world could go to shits around you and you're sitting there like the Buddha, okay? That's where you need to be at, where we're going. You need to slow all the way down and collapse this artificial simulation within that 0 point field of knowing this is not real, and we are tuning into a real organic reality that's beyond the filters that are fully dissolving now. These are the false artificial holographic overlays. Okay, as they dissolve, know it for what it is, however that is going to happen. Slow all the way down. And especially if you're being put under pressure, because you can collapse a whole lot of stuff by actually doing nothing at times. I'm not saying to always do that, but before you do anything, do it not from fear, do it from inspired action. So if you're being pushed to do anything or make decisions, just go into that space of do it from a peaceful, inspired, you might still need to do things, of course, because there will be a lot of shifts and changes happening now. But just keep going with your heart. Your heart knows the way. It knows things that your mind can hardly understand. That's your center. That's your source. It's all within. That's your compass. That's all you really need. It's so key to listen to your own inner navigational system at any now moment in time, always. The more comes online. This is you merging with source, your higher intuition and guidance and wisdom. Because we're here to ignite that. The more you trust yourself, the more will come online. All right. So slow all the way down. This is also where we don't try and figure things out in our mind. This is a receiver and transmitter. You're not trying to figure anything out here with your little monkey mind. Let your ego mind go. Tune into source. Empty yourself. Become one with source. And everything just will flow through you. Because we're here to be literally empty vessels for source. For that higher consciousness to flow through us. To anchor this, activate it in the field. I mean, it's active already. And being the broadcasting stations of that. That's what we're here for. That's what we're doing. And it's heart mind, obviously, as one, unified as one, together with the masculine, feminine, heaven on earth, we're merging it all for our own multidimensional integration and merging. And everybody, every trigger, every judgment, all of that stuff helps you. Just go deeper into it. Keep resolving it all from within. Bring all of your pieces, all of your fragments back together again, fully unified and healed. Keep loving it up, keep having introspection, you know, be truthful with yourself, because you need to get to really know yourself, whatever that means. Just don't judge it, but you need to have discernment of what's good for you and what's not. Okay, and your heart knows that. You know, you feel the truth. Your mind, you know, our mind used to, not anymore, get us into little knots and, you know, disagree with the heart. But now this is all unifying, where the mind agrees with the heart. The masculine, feminine merging and integration, divine union is what that is. And then we're now heart-centered. These are already now heart-centered realities, already there in the quantum field for us to ignite in this divine moment in no time whatsoever. So let's do this by believing in us, believing in having faith in a divine plan, and this is already done. But again, I'm not here to even tell you, just tune in yourself, your inner knowing, because that's what activates more. And I need everybody to be sovereign. I need everybody to rise themselves. This is not about being dependent on anyone or anything. I'm just here to share what I can share, and I'm guided to share. That also helps to activate you. And you have exactly the same gifts. So know this, know your power. You're here to activate yourself and also the people around you. Okay, that's why we're also so dotted, and obviously any kind of online work or however that may take place, you know, where we can share our gifts. That's also what we're here for, because that's your abundance. That's your new earth abundance, are your gifts, your abilities. Okay, and us igniting this it's free energy. It's free living for everybody provided for. This is beyond money. Money is ultimately energy. Okay, and this is all about us fully activating, knowing our worth, and this then totally shifts our realities. And some of us can already see it's been shifting so much just the last 2 days again. And this is the light at the end of the tunnel. It's here. Okay, the light is here. It's a brand new day. All new starts here now. Okay, good. I do a very little tiny light language interlude, but not much. I'm not going to record it separately, just a little bit for the field. We're going to rock it, and we let go of anything that has weighed us down, any remaining karmic load and miasma, anything we don't need anymore. All the old stories, let them go, let them go, let them go, let them go. Uyana karasana te nayana yina nana to reshunate haya ai nanana sai nakaraye. Kuna yena nana sana ye karana. Kuna yena ne nana sa. Kuyana nana ne ya. Ukura aina shukura aida ta askara aya. Na 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 yena sukuto koto ashatanata. Keona kera senana. Kuyana tera ena kanarea. Ko ena sonan tokura shotuna katera satana. Kekana dekanana. Kokuna senanata. Keno yana senana shokuna teaka. Ukua ene sena sara shu 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 shu. Fully dissolving any remaining layers of false beliefs and thought forms. Any mind control programming, fully dissolved within the one consciousness. As the cosmic Christ consciousness fully takes over and overrides any limiting, false, inverted beliefs and thought forms now, fully, completely. With now a field and the one mind. Ko ashkara ena kara skus aero ka askara eyo esukara shenatera saka oira ya any false perceptions, projections, holographic overlays, fully dissolve now. Full crystal clarity and our true memories return. Susha aira kanagaye. So natarayaya. Kena yena yaya. As we connect and know ourselves as one with the cosmic diamond heart, rose and emerald heart grids throughout the dimensions, throughout the different layers and levels. With every brother and sister, every heart. Sushuna karaya aino konasaye. Mananayana sushushushusha nakarayana kerato totorai shanatea kekina sarada sa 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 sa. Shushushushushushu. Kunateate. So it is done. It's done, it is done, it is done. So we keep merging and unifying, healing as one, our multidimensional selves, all of our pieces and aspects fully merged, healed, unified. As we remember again the oneness that we are, and that all is. It is done. 777. So it is. The oneness is here. It's all done. All we need to do is keep deepening into that. And anything that might still hang around as separation or is not in alignment, just let it go. Keep letting it go. So I leave the links underneath afterwards for the call if anybody wants to join that call on the 22nd and wants to have the replay from the 11 call, which was good, as I mentioned earlier. And yeah, I think that's it. Keep aligning, keep merging with New Earth Now. It's here, it's there. We make it visible. We make the impossible possible. It's done. Keep merging with that knowing and follow your bliss. The next few days especially, relax. Like I know for me and many that have done a lot of the energetic work. Yesterday, I just was like, oh, I just need to relax. I just need to just fully just let it all go. And it's like, let's just say many of us had literally no days off whatsoever for many years now. So this is where we start to relax. This is where we basically just quantum merge and leap now with New Earth right now, right here. Okay, again, I'm not here to tell you, tune into your own intuition, what's available and possible now. That's what I see. Thank you so much for being the unique, truest version that you can possibly be, and that keeps expanding and contracting every moment, forever and ever. It's a forever ongoing expansion of consciousness of the one. Okay, and this is one of the many, many incarnations, just this little fractal of you, of all that you are. So keep merging with all that you are, okay, and keep tuning into the cosmic Christ consciousness that you are, and that we are sending out as a new broadcasting system out to all. And the love will come from the trees and the buildings, from the flowers, from the satellites, from the screens, from everywhere. Did I say that already? I don't know. But thank you so much for all your support. Also any donations. And I'll see you on the 22nd or whenever else. All right. So thank you so much. So much love and many blessings. Bye-bye.